Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to an amazing episode of the You're Not Done Yet podcast. Well, your purpose is just moments away, and I'm here to help you get there, y'all. Y'all thought that the last series was banging. Boo. We coming back with another one. So as you can see, we have a lovely guest on the couch. So she can introduce herself. We'll get right into the episode.
Hi, my name is Carlai Barnes. I am a wife, a mother, a serial entrepreneur. I classify myself as a philanthropist, and overall, just a free spirit.
Yes, I love it. So this series is all about breaking into independence. So for one, thank you so much for wanting to come on and chat about breaking into independence, because it's something that we see a lot, but we don't have the conversation. Right. So my first question is, how did we get there? How did we get to the point to where we're like, I want to break into my independence. I want to go out on my own. I want to be self-sufficient. How did we get there?
So what motivated me?
Yes.
I will say one of the main things that motivated me was just the realization that life was just too short.
Yeah.
So along the way of my entrepreneurial journey, I just noticed that I lost a lot of very important people. And those people that I lost, they always had big goals, big dreams, things they wanted to accomplish and do, and they transpired before they could reach those goals. So I remember one day I was just sitting inside of my office. I was a substance abuse counselor for about 3 years, and I was so fed up with the job and the workload and just the attitudes of the superiors, all of that. And I just remember typing up my 2-week notice and saying that it was effective immediately.
Wasn't even playing.
And I had a plan.
Yeah. So in realizing, okay, you had a plan, how did that even come about? Like, were you sitting in your office and you were like, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z? Like, were you sitting at home and it was like, I got it. Like, you know?
It was months and months, probably like even a year of planning, like me knowing that I had a higher purpose, that I wanted more for myself. And I did so much research. I did so many phone calls. I did market research, and it was around the time of Hurricane Michael. And I was just like, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to work with a hurricane crew for maybe like 6 weeks. And then I'm going to start on this day school for aesthetics. And it happened just like that.
Wow.
It happened just like that,
So for people who don't know, tell them like what was your first business and then like where you are now from the first business up until now.
So my first business, I'm a licensed esthetician. So my first business was aesthetics. I did facials and waxing, and I also sold vegan skincare products. That business was more so hands-on and time-consuming, and it came with a lot. Like, it was really big. I was getting overwhelmed. My house was running out of space. It was a lot. And I also sold hair extensions. So, that business was taking off a little bit more rapidly. And it demanded me. Like, it wasn't, I still say it to this day, I didn't have a choice, because that job demanded me. Like, I had to be there. I had to, put more emphasis into that business because it brought forth a greater reward. And so I did that, and I grew that business exponentially. And then I got into business consulting. The more that I learned, and I paid mentors, credit repair, business funding, taxes, like, it just grew, it blossomed.
So I would say, because we know entrepreneurship isn't like the glitz and glamour that everyone thinks it is. What has been like one of the biggest challenges of even like taking that step into entrepreneurship? Like, what's been like that thing you was like, oh, I don't know now, like, I'm gonna do it because I'm out here, but I don't know.
I would definitely say the risk. Like, so for Herrick's, like, putting out so much money, and you're only hoping and praying that you get it back.
You won't get it back, right?
And a little bit more, and sometimes you don't get it back. Sometimes you get it back, but it is lower than what you put out. Sometimes it's a complete flop. Like, so it would definitely be the risk and the discipline that it takes to train your mind to, even if you fail at the risk, do it again. You know? So that would definitely be
No, 100%, because we feel like it has to be perfect the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be perfect because for some time you don't even know what you're doing.
No,
the first time, like you just got an inkling, like I want to do this, and then I just want to go after it, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. But when you hear breaking into independence, though, like what does that mean to you?
Breaking into independence to me feels like just being myself.
Yeah.
Like being free from the negativity of other people.
Yeah.
Kind of like just marching to the beat of my own drum.
Yeah.
Being like a real free spirit. Doing things that satisfy me.
Yeah.
And I think just living life on my own terms.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
I don't really want to live the way that my family thinks or my friends or society, social media. I literally live my life the way that I want every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day. It's a practice.
It's a practice.
It's a practice.
Yes. So you're not done yet. It's all about purpose. So I want to switch gears for a minute. How do you feel that your purpose has helped you break into independence?
I think when I stopped limiting myself and I stopped thinking like, because you do this, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Or because you started this, you can't pursue that.
Yeah.
And I think the moment that I stopped doing that and I realized like I'm a multifaceted woman.
Yeah.
Like, God did not create me to be mediocre. Like I'm multi-talented, I'm a live wire, like yes, I'm a mother, but I'm, a baddie too.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
And yes, I'm highly educated, but I like trap music too.
Period.
So it's like you don't have to fit in a box.
Yeah.
And so whenever I noticed like that's what my purpose is. My purpose is to show other women that you can be yourself and be successful.
Right.
Be well liked.
Yeah.
Marry a good man.
Yeah.
Have beautiful children. Live a life of beauty. Like, and that really is my purpose. And I'm a philanthropist at heart. So like giving back to my community. Yeah. Doing for others, not expecting anything in return. Right. Like that's really like where my heart and soul is.
Yeah. So I was asked a question too as well, because I know me personally, like I know I'm faced with like wanting to do so many things. So I'm like, well, God, I'm so creative. I want to do this and I want to do that. But how was that journey for you? Because like knowing like, okay, I can't just stick in one thing. Like I know I got I got other stuff that I want to do and I want to carry out. But how has that process been for you, trying to
like eliminating?
Yeah, or even not eliminate, or even like carving the time out to be able to pursue the different things that you know that you're called to do.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's all about planning. Like I'm a very strategic type of person. Yeah. I've always been this person. Yeah. And you'll start to notice that all of the things you want to do, you already possess a lot of those traits.
Yes.
So I've always been strategic. I've always been headstrong. I've always been creative and innovative.
Yeah.
I was in a workplace. So now that I'm not in a workplace and I'm working for myself, all of those same traits that may have been deemed negative before are now my strong points.
Yes.
So I always say, be strategic, plan it out, like, and stick to the plan. And even if the plan doesn't work, try something else, try it again.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of person where, to me, I never really cared to be put in a box. Like, I've always been a rebel, for lack of a better word. I've always been a rebel. Like, if you tell me to go left, I'm like,
nah, I probably want to go
I don't think I should go right. Let me go see what right talking about.
I probably want to go right.
Let's see.
Because, like, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know.
And everybody going left?
Yeah.
That's not for me. And that's always been my personality.
Yeah.
And so, it was deemed a bad thing when I was younger. But now that I'm older and I've grown into, who I am and I do different things now, it's brought forth a lot for me. Yeah. And I would always tell people to just try it. Like, we're so young. And I don't care. Like, if you're still alive, to me, you're still young. So,
Correct.
You have life. Like, and while you still have life, you just try it. Like, it's never too late.
No, I totally agree with that. And I think a part of like embracing that is just embracing your uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm not called to, I'm not called to be like everybody else. But I think that's a part of like your purpose journey too. Because once you get to that that thinking. It's like, well, you're right, God. You didn't create me to be like everybody else. I am supposed to be like everybody else. Well, my next question is, well, what would you say to someone who's thinking about going that route? They're scared. They want to take the leap of faith, but they're like, I don't know. I don't want to stick my foot out there, and then I'm drowning. Then what I'm supposed to do?
I would always encourage people to just try it. You know, because you lose absolutely nothing, but you can learn everything.
Everything, yeah.
And, you know, what we consider failing is not necessarily failing. Like, you don't fail until you stop trying.
Until you stop trying,
So the moment that you stop trying, that's when you failed.
Yeah.
And even as an entrepreneur, like, you know, you have to let that pride go. Like, you can't have pride. Because if it comes forth to you running a business or, you know, having to go and get a job to take care of your child, that's what you should do.
Right.
So there's no set definition of what an entrepreneur or what someone walking in their purpose looks like. Is yours.
Yeah.
It's personally yours. Like, it shouldn't look like anyone else's.
Right. It's your journey. Yeah, I totally agree. Because I think, I know for me personally, I just was like, well, God, like, I'm doing what you're telling me to do. I'm walking the way you want me to walk, but why it ain't looking like,
you know? It's not yours. That's why.
Like, why is not looking at, like, that person over there? And I think it got to the point to where it just was like you said, you have your own walk to take.
Yeah.
And if you're so confused about what everybody else is doing, you might as well just stop what you're doing right now, because it's not going to be. And then another part of that, too, is that we feel like we have to have support from people that know us, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Like, now, what has that process been like for you? Because, you know, that's the, you know, one of the main topics, like, you know, I support who support me, da-da-da-da-da. But it's just like, but your right person is going to come. The right people are going to come. Like, how has that been for you?
So for me, I have been blessed to have a lot of support from people that know me.
Yeah.
Not necessarily family or friends,
yeah.
But people that know me, I've been blessed to have that support.
Sure.
But my main logic when it comes to support is I focus on the people that do support me. I don't put energy into the people that don't. But I also have to give you something to support.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
So my mission is, you know, you're going to know who I am.
Yeah.
You're going to respect what I do.
Correct.
Whether you support me or not.
Right.
Those two are going to be facts.
Right.
And so I just always look at it that way.
Yeah.
And I always believe that, you know, my motto is you got to hustle until you don't have to introduce yourself anymore.
Period.
And whether you support me or not, I'm still going to do what it takes to get where I want to be.
Where I want to be. Ooh, I love that. So as we get ready to close out, I would say if you could leave the viewers, the listeners with anything from today, what would you leave them with?
I would challenge viewers or, you know, inspiring entrepreneurs. I would challenge them to take what someone has said was negative about you and turn it into your superpower.
Yeah.
Because there were so many things, like, you know, I was always talkative in class. I was always, you know, headstrong, sassy. I was named all of those things as a child, and those very things are how I get paid.
How you
today.
get paid, period. Right.
And I think that we shouldn't be so quick to label children. Yeah. But I also think if you can turn your pain into purpose, literally, that would be the most beautiful thing. And don't expect your journey to look like someone else.
Yes, 100%. So I always love to plug people. So where can they find you if they want to talk to you? They want to hear more about your story. They want to support your businesses. Like, where can they go to get information? Where can they go just to learn more about you and talk to you? Yes.
I am definitely a Facebook girl.
That's
what everyone knows me from Facebook. So Facebook at Carlai Barnes. I'm on Instagram at Carlai Barnes. I'm on TikTok at Laylove's Business. And I'll be starting a YouTube channel pretty soon as well. But for the most part, like I said, I'm a Facebook girl. You're going to see me there every day.
Period. Yes, ma'am.
Every day I'm going to be on Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And that's exactly where they can find me.
Awesome. Well, like I said in the beginning, thank you so much for coming to sit down on the couch and talk to me about this, because It was good. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I enjoyed it. Okay. But this has been an amazing episode of the You're Not Done Yet podcast. So make sure you're following us on Instagram at You're Not Done Yet Pod, and your host me at It's Andrea B on Instagram, and we will see you next time. Bye.